This video, I'm going to be showing you the best offense in college football 26. This is out of the Ohio State playbook. Going to be rocking with them in the road to college playoff. Probably the best team to use in the road to college playoff right now, just because their playbooks are probably the best, at least top. At least the top. If you're not going to run bunch, they do actually have bunch. I'm not even returning this. I want to run a drive. I want to show you this offense. This offense is super good. We just dropped it in our school community, and it is the Ohio State offense. It has a lot of different ways in which you can run it, but the way that I'm running it right now is we're just out here and we're just going to be dotting with this normal wild close. There's some really cool stuff that you can do with it. I'm trying to remember what that. Yeah, just have the guy. This play PA Buckeye Birds, so this is probably my favorite play in the game right now. So if you guys want to get the full ebook. It's in our school community. It's only $10 to be a member, and the link is in the description. It gets you everything for college and for Madden for just $10. You get all ebooks, all pro tips, everything that we have in the site. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get into this. So, the reason that shame, totally forgot about the play clock thing. The reason that I really like this formation and the reason that I really like this offense in general is just because and it all kind of stems around really like three or four plays. So it's not a complicated offense. It's fairly simple. You can make it more complicated, but those three or four plays, you can create like so many variations. All right, I forgot about Stadium Pulse. That's going to kind of be a thing here. You can just create so many variations of those plays, which I think makes it super good. Makes it a super good offense. Now, because of Stadium Pulse, one of the other things I'm actually gonna put this power read in my audibles. I really like this run play. I think I actually finally figured out how to run it. Because of the Stadium Pulse stuff that goes on. There are some things you can do. One of the things that Stadium Pulse doesn't really affect is it doesn't affect like you can still stem all your routes. So for example, like this play right here, I could stem this up, run double streaks, run a streak and an out. However I kind of want to attack. See if I can hit that speed out, get a first down, get the crowd calmed down. We are taking on the Baylor Bears. Now, the way that I like to run this formation is I like to run this with my my tight end. I want him to be to the wide side of the field if possible. The reason why is just because that's going to make everything's going to be just a little bit better. So again, you can stem routes. You don't really need to like ideally I would just be able to cancel the play action, but they're not going to let me. Pretty simple play here. You don't need a lot, but this thing is just this offense is just lethal. Of course, I say that I throw a pick because of the stupid stadium bulls. All right, we're gonna figure this out. So what you want to do? Let's see here. I really wish they would patch this. Like this is so dumb that you can't like hot route. Like I get like I don't know. I mean I don't know I don't know how I would fix it, but I don't like it personally. Anyway, there we go. We're able to get our setup in. I think I'm like cool with not being able to see icons or you know what I mean, I guess. I'm cool with that. But I just think like the whole I don't know. I just don't like stadium bowls. I guess that's just what it comes down to. I don't know that there's a way that they could put it in the game where I would like it. We're also gonna be doing something on defense. I'm gonna be running something slightly different on defense. I did put this in our school community as well, so members do have access to it. Yeah, this is my favorite play in the game right now. Like if you see here, it looks kind of crazy, but it literally just breaks down every coverage in the game. This corner is just always going to be there for you. And then the other thing that you have is like they kind of have to use the other side. Now that the crowd's calmed down and get a bit though, we can kind of get into some other plays that I like out of this because we can actually make some hot routes. We are technically, I guess, making hot routes, but there is a play in here that you can run with literally making no hot routes, and it's going to be really really good. I'll show that real quick. Let's play Y sail. There's like three different ways to run it with no hot routes. One of them is you can stem this tight end corner all the way down. I guess you technically have one. You're going to drag this guy, but that's it. And then the base protection here. There we go. Yeah, we're going to be hitting that little drag. Jeremiah Smith. This play Y stick, you don't really need to make any hot routes, which I do like. One of the other, I'll show you a cool setup for this Y stick play. It's not, it's cool. It's not like I'm unstoppable, but it's a good like quick snap play. So all you're gonna do Like literally all you're gonna do is you're just gonna streak your tight end or just stem him all the way up. And then if you want to, you can stem this guy all the way down. So you see I did that pretty quick. And then I can just go and voila. Yeah, this offense is super fun. It took me a little bit to kind of figure out how I wanted to run it in college, but because with college, like, so what makes college different than Madden, one of the main things, and this is true in the real life, is just that in college, like your the hash marks are so wide, and so because the hash marks are so wide, like it really affects passing. Like it affects everything. Like it affects passing, it affects coverage, it affects like how you want your players to line up on the field. Like it affects a lot. It really does. And so kind of that's why like this offense, the way you run this offense in college is going to be a little bit different to how you're going to want to run it in like Madden, for example. So, all right, gonna get out here in the dime rush. This is kind of the new hotness. Just come out dime rush, Texas 4-man stunt. That's all you got to do, and then you can show blitz out of this. And then I like to back these corners off. It kind of is just a wider version of 4-3-6-1, but the D line's kind of in a better position. Let's see if we can. You kind of have to back these guys off though, or you will get. Might not get it here, but if you're playing like a receiver that has takeoff, you kind of need to back them off. Very simple defense. So I like a couple reasons why I like it. So I like it because the main reason I like this defense is because it's a symmetrical formation, and I've always loved symmetrical formations. I just think they're the easiest way to adjust out of. You have like a good blitz. Or not, you have good ways to blitz from this. You have good blitzes, you have good cover, you have great coverage. You have all the match plays, and you have like I said, symmetrical formation, which is really helpful for defending any kind of RPO, anything like that they might want to do. Oops, there we go. All right, I got to kind of watch the running back, though, because he's probably going to run. Little stick play. Little true air raid right there. I don't think pin. I wonder. Yeah, it kind of made it worse. All right, let's see where our players are at here. Houston and Moore need to get out of the game. So we got Hicks and Mickens. There we go. All right. There it is. Little RB direct snap. Very nice. But yeah, I like this defense a lot. It's really, really, really straightforward to run. You don't really have to do anything. You can pretty much come out and however you want. If you want to leave your corners backed off, then I would do like close and pinch. And then like this case, we'll also do 5-yard hooks. And then you can pretty much just be set up when you come out. Like super aggressive. We get the knockout. Nice. All right. Back on the offensive side of the ball. But yeah, this Y stick play, there's some like this is an easy combo because like you don't even have to like stem the out route down. I just like to. I just think it's better because it's going to run more quick, and it's just a quick hitting play. But if you're playing like a stadium pulse, it makes a lot of sense that you would have something like that. So you have stuff like that in here where you have some quick plays. But this PA Buckeye Birds play is truly just it's just one of the best plays. I don't think I'm gonna get my adjustments off. I'm not. All right. I'll show you the power read here. So the cool part about the power read, most people are going to put their option defense on conservative, which means the defensive end is going to guard the running or the quarterback. And so this little sweep, it's like a power sweep. I think it's really good. It's even better if you run this with your running back on the right, or you just want to have your running back on the side of your quarterback's throwing arm which most quarterbacks are right-handed, he'll get a faster handoff animation. See how actually that time he played the running back. So the only time it doesn't work great, I'll be honest, is when you're playing somebody that doesn't really do like coach adjustments. Which I mean, or you could just make the read, of course, but all right, so here we go again with the stadium polls. There we go. This little stem down corner, man, is really hard to guard in this formation. It's specific, like it's really hard to guard in this formation in college. This is where college is a little bit different than Madden. I feel like in Madden they would probably be able to defend that a little bit better because the reason why it's so good in college is because a cloud flat's not really going to play this corner. That's like kind of the main reason why. I think I also need to. I also have another idea for. Okay, this is okay. Why is it? I'm just trying to change my camera angle, bro. All right, there we go. Of course, we're half slid. I'm not gonna be able to snap the ball. Can I make that throw? I can't. Awesome. 4th and 1. Perfect. Okay. That was unfortunate. All right, so we know the stadium pulse is going to be a thing, so I'm going to go back to that play out of stick just because it's easy. Because the other thing about it is you're already in base protection, so literally if you just stem this guy up, you can just snap the ball quick. Of course, I'm going to throw. Man, I got like 2. Okay, awesome. All right, we're back on defense, boys. We're back on defense. We just adjust. These quarterback inaccurates, man. These quarterback inaccurates are really something this year. They are really, really, really something. So I'm gonna stand right here. Run, little running back screen, little slip screen. I really just want to sit in this cover 4. That's what I want to do. See if he lets me do it. The thing though, I will say, is cover in this game. One of the other things that I think is kind of true is to the wide side of the field, you want to be in like cover 4 or even like a. I mean, you could also make an argument for like cover 3 cloud. I just can't decide how I want to play like coverage in this game. My knee jerk is like, let's just turn auto flip off and just do it like this. So come out cover 6, and then we're just gonna flip it. So your cover 2 sides over here. Oh wait a minute, I messed it up. I messed it up bad actually. I don't know. Because like the thing about it is like the cloud flats don't guard. Like the cloud flats are so bad, in my opinion, to the wide side of the field, but an outside quarter zone is actually pretty good to the wide side of the field. Like it doesn't cover everything. It depends on the route combo, of course, right? Depends on how they're gonna put a combo out there. But I think in general, like this is kind of one of my base coverages here. Just cover 6, and then I'm cover 4 on this left side, and then I'm gonna use that inside quarter to kind of cut stuff. I'm just gonna okay, but see that can't ever happen. So okay, maybe we're just never gonna call this again. Did you guys see what just happened to me? Look at this. So I'm in cover 6. Look at the inside quarter. Just complete. See, this is the hash marks. That's totally a byproduct of hash marks, and deep halves are just not going to be. Man, deep halves are because they made such a concerted effort to make deep halves play the sideline more. This is where hash marks just make such a difference, right? Like deep halves play the sideline, but they don't play the middle. Oh, I'll just use a Russian. Why not? I'll just use a Russian. I don't know how that worked, but it worked. We're gonna have to think through that coverage a little bit better. I don't know. I just don't know how I want to. I feel like in general, I don't know. It's just the hash marks really do change everything about like they don't change like blitzes necessarily. Like blitzes are blitzes, right? But they do change coverage for sure, man. Coverage and combos. How you choose to put those. Like here, see, that's the downside of a cover four is like I think I'll just call time out there. The downside of the cover four is that right there. Like you can't really defend that, but you also can't really defend that with a cloud. That's what makes it such a good play. Is it's just really, really hard to guard. I mean, we could literally just spam this play. I don't know that he'd ever be able to stop it. All right, we got the stupid. Dude, I hate the camera angles. Good catch, buddy. Way to go. Nice pass, dude. Oh, there are some things about this game. I wanna be able to. Maybe you guys know. If you know, how do you turn off the whatever it's called? One sec. Let me see. Look at this. Look at my running back. Okay. I shouldn't have called time out there. Oh, Stadium Pulse. Such a good feature. Such a good feature. Such a realistic thing. You know, I mean, the communication in the 2-minute drill. This is why we need, like, this is honestly, you know, exactly why. All right, that was dumb. That was dumb. This tight end has been open, I think, every time. I imagine if I ever threw him the ball. I'm gonna run this play again. This play is just so good. I just gotta hit him. The game won't let me throw to a wide open receiver. Like they just won't this year. I mean, this is the year of the overthrow. Like, what are you supposed to do? That's what's crazy is like this is how stops occur. It's not because the defense is good. It's because you can't hot route or let me just hit my man. Let me just hit my man one time. All right, we got one more play basically. Love to get 3 here. Not the end of the world if I don't, but would love to. Can I just rack this, please? Thank you. I kind of want to take one shot at the end zone here. I think I'm going to do it this way. So I think I'm going to go tight end streaks. So this is another combo that I really like. So when you motion this running back out, if you put him on a speed out right here when he's a slot receiver, the game will basically let you do that. Can I hit this seam streak? Oh, darn it. I thought I could catch it and get in there. Don't think it's going to matter here. Yeah. Oh, that's my problem. All right, gotta play defense, get a stop, boys. It's kind of sad. Kind of sad. A lot of overthrows, a lot of stadium pulse, a lot of things working against me here. But the Buckeyes are fighting on the road against the Bears, the Baylor Bears. All right. Just do it like this. Okay, I got to think about how I don't want to give up a touchdown again. Like, how would you do this? I feel like cover 3 cloud, right? The problem is cover 3 is really bad to the short side. Like, yeah, I feel like cover 3, like, I don't know. I guess there's just strengths. You know what? There's just strengths and weaknesses of every coverage. At the end of the day, there's just strengths and weaknesses of every coverage, boys. Great throw. Great read. Just a great read. Fitting it in the window. God. All right, this is the way we're going to play defense from now on. I'm tired of this. Give you a little flat. Man, this is why people play match. This is why. This is why at some point you just say, you know what? It's just not worth it. Good read, buddy. Good read. All right, we got to figure this out, boys. I mean, I guess this is fine. I don't know. It's fine against like trip sets. Like trip sets like this, cover 3 cloud makes a lot of sense. My stuns are just not registering now. Awesome. Shout out to EA for letting you. Oh my gosh. So, okay. So, little rant here. So, the latest patch, what they did, or what they wanted to do, is they wanted you to be able to select your stunt right here, right? Like this. Okay. The problem is that when they no huddle, which no huddling is a literal glitch in this game, pretty much. Like you should basically no huddle every play. Sometimes, not always, as you see there, not always, sometimes your stunt will reset. See, this makes a lot of sense. Gosh darn, man. I'm just getting hammered here. What else we got in here? So I think cover 2 makes a lot of sense against a formation like this, honestly. But I don't know. Let's just see. And these are some combos. These are some actual combos. You also have single mug in here. I don't know about single mug. I don't know what benefit this actually gives you. Here's why you should be in double mug and just send 6 every play. Just call good. Against people like this, you just send them. You don't have to make it complicated. You just get in here after shocking with Caleb Downs. Like that's just what needs to happen. Like we thought it was going to be one way. I'm going to go autoflow back on here. He's going to just come out here and pound me again. Yeah, we're going to make you pass. We're just not just gonna sit here while you run a halfback dive 5 times. I guess we are just gonna sit here for the what? Was that full house? That is full. Oh, it's a full house, man. Just an absolute beast. Put the squad. Oh, love the overthrows in this game. All right. Yeah, we knew that was coming. We just didn't guard anybody. Awesome. Brothers, how do we pass committed? We probably sack him. But if we pass many runs, then it's all right. We just need a field goal to win. We just need a touchdown and an extra point to win. And then we just need to make him have to pass. I know we can stop him. I mean, these reads are something, bro. All right. We could also just score with no time on the clock because that's how powerful of an offense this is. This offense has kind of gotten the shaft this game. I'm not gonna lie. The stadium combination of stadium pulse and okay, so we're just gonna guard the running back. I guess that's the way life is there. This little quick out is also cool because the other thing that makes that little quick out really cool is they're so like your main play, like in my opinion, one of your main plays is using the stem down corner, which is gonna force like a I don't even know what it'll I mean that stem corner just breaks. I mean, it just breaks down coverage really well. Especially when you put this running back wheel here. But that speed out is just another variation. Dude, how many times he caught that, thank goodness. So I gonna say, the good old 1 foot rule. Shout out to college rules. Can I set that? I'm starting to finally get a rhythm of how I want to set up my plays too. Oh my goodness. All right, so he's going to start using that side over there. So now, go to a different play out of this. My running back is running a great route here. This is an all-time route from the running back. Boom, 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 boom. Kind of just want to score. It's probably not a smart idea, though. Show you another route combo I really like here. Little running back post. Cooks man coverage. That's not a PI. He can just tackle him. That's not a PI. I'm kind of nervous to give him the ball back. I might actually just clock this game out. Go power read here. All right, let's see. I'm selling on this run. This run is actually way better than I'm making it look. And the Stadium Pulse, the Baylor Bears are about to upset the Buckeyes with their Stadium Pulse. All right, boys, we know what play this is going to be. Their tight end, also, the other thing with Ohio State is their tight end should catch pretty much everything. He has a really good sure hands ability. Maybe I should just keep this with the QB. Of course, the one time I keep with it. See, that's why I don't like when they just leave it on regular. I don't really know how to tell if they're guarding the quarterback or the running back on this run very consistently. They kind of look like they're guarding both. The thing about Ohio State, though, that I haven't even shown off, you have an incredible RPO in this offense. This RPO buck or something. This thing is really good. We actually did it on purpose, just so you know, just so we're on the same page. That was on purpose. We wanted him to guard that. You also have the single back bunch tight end in this too. And then I got a bubble this way. So I got bubbles for days. Should let this clock run. If he uses the bubble, I should have the run here pretty easily. Kind of watching the user, to be honest. Got it. This should be free. Oh, brother. All right, we have to actually think here. It's going to come down to this play. What do we do here, boys? I feel pretty good about this. I feel like I could throw this. I'm just going to throw it. We're just going to see what happens. Oh, yeah, very good. Very good. Jeremiah Smith, you get in there, buddy. Very good. Oh, I can't believe his user did not go to the RPO. He definitely wins this game if he just goes to that RPO. Well, this was kind of a sore illustration of how good this scheme actually is. Just got a lot of inaccurates. You saw how the power of the play, though. I mean, I think I called it up and down the field, and for the most part, it was always open. It was just, did I get it inaccurate? And honestly, that's probably more on me. Like, if I time the throw better, it probably is, not going to have that issue. So, inaccurates in general are just an issue in this game. All right, I don't need 5-yard hooks anymore. Oh, we give those scrambles up. We give that up, and we just tackle. Very good. GG's. All right, boys. Well, we end up getting the W. Somehow, some way, we fight through adversity to get the W today. Honestly, offense had its moments where it looked just unstoppable, and then we just got random overthrows. But overall, guys, I'm just telling you, this Ohio State team is really good for Road to College Football Playoff. We still had how many passing yards? 270 passing yards, and obviously these games are super quick. It just came down. I think we got just a couple, into half situation and all that. But anyways, Ohio State Buckeyes, super good team, super good scheme. If you want to check it out, it's in our school community, and I'll leave a link to that in the description.